Hi everybody, Mars here, the teaching professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. Out here on Tuesday morning, and it is absolutely pea soup. So I don't know if you can see this. Might look, yeah, there's probably about 100 yards of visibility. So I've come out here to the edge of the 17th green. Let's put that a little straighter. I've come out here to the edge of the 17th green to do two things for you. A tiny lesson on how to play a chip and run, and at the same time a review of a chipper. So I've brought out the Ping Chipr against my 8-iron. So two things. Why would you have a chipper in your bag? Well, it's definitely going to be easier to use than my my iron, because basically it's going to be more like a putter. The difference between this club than my 8-iron is it's about 2 inches shorter. It's quite a bit more upright in the lie angle. So that would mean that I can stand over it more like a putt rather than having to adapt my technique to use an iron. I think for a lot of good players, they're probably not going to have a chipper in their bag, because if you've got all 14 clubs, there probably isn't a use for it. But if you struggle with these shots, this could be the magic wand, as my old friend Jerry used to say as he pulled it out of his bag, time for the wand, and every time it would seem to be next to the hole. So if it's a confidence giving club for sure. It's got the loft between an 8 and a 9-iron. It's got this extra long handle so you can go up and down the shaft a little bit. So yeah, I like it. I like it. Would I have it? Not sure. I haven't even hit one shot with it. I was going to do it as I found it. So let's go a little bit on technique now. It would be just a little bit too simple to say you putt with it, although in essence you probably do. So in terms of ball position and setup, this club is very upright. I can stand straight over it like a putter, and I'm going to use my hitting grip, but you could use your putting grip. All right, you could use your putting grip. You know, if you have one of these grips now, maybe with the finger down the outside, any of that will work fine, as long as you follow this principle that your club and your arms create this Y shape, which is retained just by you rocking your shoulders, right? But there is a subtle difference to playing the chip and run than a putt, because I think if I was giving you a putting lesson, I'd want you to hit the putt very slightly on the up to give it top spin and roll nice and true. With this, if you do that, you'll thin it probably and run it through the green. So my advice to you would be that you would just put slightly more weight on your left side. And in that moment, as you set up for your shot, then you would probably just fractionally strike down, which you want, just to hop it up. I mean, we're going to try and use this loft. I mean, I've got a shot here on the edge of the 17th green where I want to hop it up onto the green by maybe 2 or 3 meters and let it run out the rest of the way. So this will be my first ever go with it, and I think I'm just going to try 2 or 3 and see how it feels. It's very heavy. Very heavy, and obviously that's by design. I think I looked at the swing weight and it's something like E5. Well, that's unheard of in golf clubs. So yeah, most clubs are in the D's before you get to the E's, so it's going to be heavy. So I'm not sure how far it's going to go. It's genuinely my first ever hit with it. So the Ping Chipr, if that's how it works, I'm definitely going to have one. Too good to be true. Let's do it again. I like it. That was just so easy just to putt through it. I think the thing about a chip and run, why you should play a chip and run more than maybe other shots sometimes, is it's always going to be straight. There's no real excuse for you being offline with this. So 2 out of 2 maybe? Who goes? Yeah, I think this is one of these things you could probably just carry on doing all day. None of them as good as that first one, but they're all almost identical. This is going to be easier to play than... Yeah, look, you're not going to be able to get this too far wrong. There's 3 up there that are tap-ins. I like it. It's very easy to use. I think Ping says you can use it up to about 40 yards. Okay, let's just go for these who don't want a chipper, never want a chipper, but you're gonna use your iron. Now you're going to have to do some of the things that the ping chip has done for you with your club. So I'm going to come down the handle, stand a bit closer, because I need to create that more putting type stroke. If I stand too far back, it'll have quite a lot of swing on this, you know, like a shot. So, and I don't want that. So I'm going to come in closer, right down the handle, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. This for most people is your get out of jail shot from here. I mean, you can get so good at it that you can almost start to think about. I'm about the same with both, to be honest with you. I like that ping chipper. That was pretty good actually. You could you'd have a lot of fun with that. So yeah, very good. Hope this fog clears. I can see the blue sky above it, so it's going to be a nice day. If you want to have a go with this club, I can arrange that for you. And if you really feel like you're struggling with these chip and runs, I should be able to sort that out very quickly for you. See you all next week.